Brand new reporting tonight on Trump fixer Michael Cohen and the vast amount of money he charged in consulting fees since the election. In addition to the $1.2 million he got from Novartis, the $600,000 from AT&T, $500,000 from the Russian oligarch-connected investment firm Columbus Nova, and the $150,000 from a South Korean aerospace company, Michael Cohen apparently, get this, negotiated a $10 million deal just before his office was raided by the feds this year to help a real estate mogul get public money to build some nuclear power plants. Wall Street Journal breaking news tonight that Franklin Haney, who donated, by the way, $1 million to Trump's inauguration committee, just because, has club membership at Mar-a-Lago because he likes playing there, I guess, and reportedly boasted about his dinners with President Trump last year, also, according to the Wall Street Journal, agreed to pay $10 million to the president's then personal attorney, Michael Cohen, if he successfully helped obtain funding for a nuclear power project, including, this is my favorite part, a $5 billion loan from the U.S. government, according to people familiar with the matter. Joining me now is one of Wall Street Journal reporters who broke that story tonight, Michael Rothfeld. Wow! There's a lot going on here. One thing that strikes me is, this says to me, I thought we knew all the gigs, the Michael Cohen influence side gigs, but I guess we didn't.
No, we didn't know all of them, and there may yet be more. This is one that we had reported before that Cohen had arranged a meeting for Haney with the Qataris to try to get an investment for this nuclear power plant he's trying to open in Alabama, but we didn't know exactly the terms of the agreement, so today we reported that, as you said, Cohen was promised $10 million if he could help get funding for this power plant, including this $5 billion loan, and just, an astounding number, on both counts, from the Department of Energy.
So there's a few things here that I think are striking, and I should take time to read what I think is kind of a non-denial denial from Haney's attorney. It says, neither Mr. Haney nor Nuclear Development LLC ever entered into a contract with Michael Cohen or his affiliate for lobbying services related to the Belafonte project. That's the project. We should note that that's a specific technical meaning, right? You got to register to be a lobbyist.
Right.
You could enter into a consulting contract.
Right, and that's most likely what this contract says is consulting or strategic advice, except that we have reported that federal prosecutors in New York are looking at whether Michael Cohen engaged in illegal lobbying. They've contacted some of his other consulting clients, such as AT&T and Novartis, to talk to them about the deals they had with Cohen. And we reported today that Cohen, in fact, had called the Energy Department, several people there, to ask about this nuclear power project and to see if the process could be speeded up. So
you can't do that.
Well, I'm not a prosecutor, but that is.
You can't do that. I mean, you can look. There's a whole universe of people in Washington who consult and don't lobby.
Right.
But there's certain lines, like to get away with the "I'm a consultant, not a lobbyist." Like calling up the Energy Department puts you in a tough spot when you have to explain that behavior.
Yeah, that could be a problem potentially.
There's also, am I wrong that it's a crazy amount of money?
It's a lot of money, $10 million. And we spoke to a number of experts who said both that success fees are very unusual, while legally it's not certain that it's illegal, but
gray area.
It's a gray area, and $10 million is unheard of, is what we reported.
Unheard of. $10 million unheard of, and success fees.
Any government action, $10 million.
You know, the success fees just leapt out to me as someone who used to be a reporter in Washington and did a lot of reporting on influence. I'd never heard of a success fee.
Right.
Because, it's one thing if, look, there's a continuum here, right? But it's one thing if you say, I'm paying you to go help me work over these people. But if you say, I'm going to give you the money if you're successful, it at least looks a lot more like a bribe.
Yeah, the problem is it lends itself to corruption. And in the old days, courts said, that should not happen. But now that lobbying is much more entrenched, it's, as you said, more of a gray area.
It's also fascinating because there's this reporting about, he keeps intersecting with the Qataris, right? There's this reporting back that during the transition, he's hitting up the Qataris being like, hey, hook me up. I'll shepherd some money. We'll go 50-50 on some projects. And the Qataris are a little freaked out.
Right.
But you got a meeting with the Qataris?
Yes.
Again.
Yeah, Cohen was very successful in selling himself to a lot of people. We had reported earlier this year, he said, look, I'm the guy. Fire all your other people. I'm the guy with the closest relationship to the president, so hire me. But in fact, it seems he produced very little for any of his clients.
Last question. We think there was a monthly retainer along with the success fee, right? He's not doing it for free on contingency.
Right. Yes, we reported that the contract has we don't know the amount of that, but some of his retainers were in $50,000 a month range.
buy a lot of suits with that money. Michael Rothfeld, great reporting. Thanks for being here tonight. Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.